Um, for elves, it is a
It's what it says. I think it's that they don't sleep.
It's they do that instead of sleeping. They do another thing.
They just sit there for like 3 hours and then get the same benefit because they were just thinking through life basically.
This will be my character.
Oh my gosh, no!
There's that.
Summons dragonfly.
My character would be the size twice. My character would be 3 times the size of her foot.
My character is definitely going to be writing your character in a few minutes.
Okay, will be so. Okay.
I will eat Icewind Dale. I will eat Redhead Glacius. I will eat the entire Sword Coast.
No, why?
And on a rock.
Also, I just realized that compared to
And on a rock.
I just
So
realized that
cute.
compared to everyone else, my character is really tall.
These things do happen.
How tall is
My head is cold.
the size of a real horse.
Wait, does that mean his head has fleas?
She's a unicorn. Unicorns are.
Okay, there's a difference between a horse and a unicorn. Does she have magic powers?
Wait, she just doesn't have.
I'm concerned at how big this horse is compared to this child.
Yeah, whoops.
It is a magical horse.
I don't think we'll actually have our characters on the map.
Not that one.
Because usually it's like a 4
You gotta start somewhere.
square.
Yeah, because otherwise our characters would be like so big.
Well, didn't we already do something on the Sword Coast?
Well, the Sword Coast is the main world of D&D, and it is it's like a couple thousand miles each direct. Like I think it's a couple thousand miles long. So but you know, I know Mama likes to look at stuff, so.
The Neverwinter! Woohoo! It's Arizona! Let's do it then.
Yeah, like that.
I will say that these are saddlebags for now.
Can you hear me talking?
One of the first things I'm doing is buying a longbow.
Wait, what's your character's like?
No, that's not the winner.
Where's my bunch of goldfish?
Where's my character's fonts? Mine's good for reading. Your character would be shakes.
My character has a gladiator background,
Nice.
which is like cool.
And did you read the other sheet with the backstory a little bit, or with a little bit of description? I had a second sheet for all the characters. The paragraph is kind of a summary or like an overview.
Wait, does that mean I'm short? If I'm a half elf?
No, it's not a halfling.
It's half of an elf.
Oh, so I'm tall. I'm just
You're
fat elf.
an elf. Your genetics is part elf, so
And
you're
part
more a half breed than a halfling. That's a good thing or not. I'll let you decide. Okay. Do you girls have your dice, your own dice and everything, or are you using mine?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, she's all about the crowd.
Wait, okay.
Yay, she's a Tony Stark who isn't rich. Okay. Yeah, my character is definitely gonna try to ride you. My character's all about like
Delegate.
no. My character's all about the look at me. Yeah, sort of thing. So she could try riding your horse around in circles to entertain people.
And then I would be like,
Can you get me something?
no.
Why not?
You don't need candy. I have to go get.
It doesn't mean I don't want it. I can have candy. It's Christmas time.
But I don't know if you want that.
I'm allowed to have candy, right?
Judiciously. Because you did have protein for breakfast, so that's good.
Me too.
Did you girls get your own dice?
Right, that's what I was
Oh,
gonna
I
get.
don't know. I didn't. I think they've been missing. Mine might be in the bedroom.
And then if
Oh wait, am I?
you want a mini from over here, you can grab it.
I think you bring I think you bring my dice to club,
It's possible.
so I don't have.
If I bring it to club, it should be here. Are those yours? I thought I don't think I've brought yours to club.
Oh no. It might be on the shelf. But also, can you check the smallest possible red pen for my dice?
Okay. I guess I'll just use these ones.
And then the dark blue one.
We use it.
Okay, can you get my dice?
Well, they'll just leave.
No, I must be for my dice. I should give those to you. No, I give that to you. Give me my dice.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those two. Oh, my beautiful golden dice.
Well. Also, I think I need like a carrot or something.
Really?
So we bribe you with carrots.
I think you should just like increase the carrots. Sorry.
No.
In a special stone in a closed garden. No, go get.
No.
What?
I need to go get myself.
I was looking at the table and I thought it'd be fun to look at, but I don't know if it's too much for the table or not. What do you think? I could also put it on a side table. Which could be fun. Yeah, I could do that.
You know what? I'm just gonna use one of my Legos for the minifigure.
You don't want to look in the box?
Yeah.
Mama's gonna use Lego. Milo's gonna use Lego, so you're not out of place or anything. Lego my Lego. Lost the line.
That took a lot of effort. Worth it.
So, then I have a couple of items.
Have you girls seen the slightly more developed? We've been making good progress on it.
Oh, I thought you guys were done.
No,
We're almost
we're
done.
continuing to make progress.
Needs a dragon. Alright. Here's my little person.
What's happened there? What's making?
Oh, I put this on because like I'm like, I can't wear the blanket on my feet. And this is actually kind of warm. Wait, what is this?
That is a wagon that Summer's husband 3D printed for me. The wheel fell off. It is in there somewhere. You may not have seen that he did a couple things for me actually.
I saw the castle.
Yeah, you saw the ruins. He also let me have a fun Bard mini that was like oversized. That was cool. But yeah. In here somewhere. Do you want?
It's over by the sunglass wine jar. Why is this here?
Because Noah was gonna candies.
Is she finding a Lego?
Yeah, she should be. Also, look at my little avatar. Look at my avatar. It's so cute.
I know. I love it.
I mean, that's not actually what she looks like, but she does have a carrot in a cup. I can show you what she looks like. Papa, can you get my Belinda's from the smallest pocket of my amazing backpack in the day?
I'll just use this.
You have a person.
Look, guys!
My character's from a gladiator.
Look, guys! That'll be fun with a horse.
Oh
We're
boy.
gonna entertain everybody by riding that horsey.
This is what she looks like. That's not this one, right?
Aww.
Yay!
Ooh. Hey, that looks like exactly like an outfit. What's yours?
I am. I'm a wood elf. With that, one of my main weapons is a battle axe.
I'm a half elf.
My new one.
Oh, I haven't even looked at my weapons.
Oh, gee, I don't either.
It's probably all the basic stuff I normally have.
I have a great axe, a javelin, and a hand axe. Thankfully, I'm a unicorn. Otherwise, my hand axe would be no use to me because I don't have hands. Thank you. Hey, Papa.
Yeah?
I realized something.
What?
I have a hand axe. Thankfully, I'm a unicorn because it's a hand axe and I have hooves.
Well, I think we're gonna. Yeah, I think we're gonna say that your character is started out life as a barbarian half elf, right?
Yep.
And somewhere along the way, grumpied somebody who transformed them into a horse. All of their weapons, all of your weapons turned into parts of your body. So your hand axe weapon made your hooves that much more powerful than a regular horse's. So it's like your hooves, instead of needing horseshoes, your hooves kind of have this like blade on them. If you go to attack people, it's like it's made of the metals of the hand axe instead of regular hoof material. So you don't have to trim your nails like because like horses usually do. They have to have their feet reshod and stuff like that with horse shoes. You're basically all, yeah. So all the things that are your normal weapons and abilities got transformed into your horse body.
Why am I bad at survival?
Well, somebody's got to be.
Well, that makes no sense because
I'm pretty good at survival.
Well, I guess we should hope that you don't have to go tracking in the woods
You
or the snow.
That's the funnest part.
For someone who usually plays a ranger, yes. But this character has different strengths. What are your strengths? What are your proficiencies?
dexterity and intelligence.
Is this enough light for you guys, or do you want me to turn a light on, the side light on? No, you good? Okay. Maybe my screen just feels bright. Maybe that's so then it makes everything else feel dim. Maybe that's what it is.
I'm a half elf.
Okay.
I was. To my neighbor, Thompson.
So your neighbor Thompson?
Mhm.
Okay. Does everybody
I'm
have?
74 years old.
As an elf, that's fairly young.
No wonder.
Yeah, I'm 204, I think.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, 204. She's 220 something. Yeah.
Can I choose to be 19 in human years?
Let's just pretend like 200 is like 30 years old.
You can make it whatever age makes sense to
That
you.
means that you would be one.
So you baby.
No, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm a 20-year-old
You cute.
in New Year's.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm
So-
6 feet.
Oh, yeah, I was just getting this off the couch. Oh.
Okay. Are you all feeling ready?
Sure, maybe. I just, yeah. I think this is my first time actually playing a homebrew in a D&D campaign with you. So,
This is the first time what?
me playing a homebrew with you.
Huh?
This is my first time. So I made many homebrews, but I've never actually played one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now you've got stats and you've got kind of your own characterization, so that's good.
Also, just because it's like a minifigure does not have a horn on her head does not mean that my character does not have a horn on her head. And she can use it.
To poke people.
Okay. So are we ready?
No, to levitate her cup.
Are we ready?
Ready.
Up her mouth.
Okay. So everyone's had a chance to look over their character sheet. Okay. Now you aren't complete strangers to each other, but let's have.
Just like instrumental.
Okay. Alexa, play the Skyrim soundtrack on Apple Music everywhere. On random. I don't think I did it right.
Lindsay Sterling.
No. What?
Lindsay Sterling helps with like.
Did she say? Did they say Lindsay Sterling?
Yeah, she does the first one.
Okay. Alexa, play the Skyrim soundtrack on random on Apple Music everywhere. There we go. How do we get some variety? Yeah, little baby Skittles. Christmas candy, Christmas candy.
What's your serving size in there?
How many servings
I
come
only
in
have
that?
one because it has all three candies lined up on the table. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
okay, sorry.
Anything else? Ambiance wise. Okay. So I like to have 2 sets of dice. You all, this isn't the first time you've traveled together. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to like everyone in the party, and it doesn't mean and it may mean that you do have favorites. Everybody roll a d4. This will be to determine who is your favorite, and we'll roll another d4 to see who is your least favorite in the party.
Oh, wouldn't my character know not to have
I rolled a 4.
Why?
Was there a believer?
Oh, three.
That doesn't mean that there's not someone that if it's not favorites, it's who you get along easiest with versus who takes the most energy to get along with. Doesn't mean you don't like them, and it's on a scale of like you may like everybody, but it's just to create a distinction between some of the other players, some of the other characters. So nobody ever likes every single person exactly the same,
Isn't this a D4?
or if they like them exactly the same,
That's
they may not.
a low number, so.
That is my. This is
Your
my
pyramid.
Is it the pyramid? No, that's a D8.
But she still rolled a 3, which is in the same
But it
range.
only has 4.
It should have 8 sides.
Let's just say she rolled.
Yeah, but I don't have one.
You don't have the pyramid one that looks like this?
No, mine's different. This is.
It makes a little triangle.
This is my one that only goes to 4.
Oh, let me see.
Mine's a different shape.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Yes,
Okay,
that's
so
true.
she
This
rolled-
is your
yeah,
D4.
'cause all my other
It has
ones-
8 sides, but it's shaped
'cause this one goes to 8.
to
it's
yeah,
not a
yeah,
D4.
yeah. Sorry. It has 8 sides, but it only counts to 4 because it's an irregular shape. So 3 is your answer.
Mhm.
Us two both rolled 4.
Okay, and then you rolled a 2.
Mhm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 is how this works.
No!
So
Like the horse.
so that means that you two both, your favorite is the horse. You're the one you get along easiest with is the horse. The horse elf character is easiest to get along with the 2, which would be Della's character. And would you roll a 3? So your character gets along best with Liala's character in your mind. Yeah. So now, and you can decide the why of it. You have to decide the why of it as a character.
She's doing her usual sneaky, mischievous. I was already like, This rolled perfectly.
That's awesome. Now roll a d4, and again, this is like it could be a matter of 2% difference or 30,000% difference. Roll another d4. If you roll the same number, you have to re-roll
Okay.
because it's to see who. Yeah, it has to be different.
It could be love hate though.
Okay. Would you roll a 4? You get along least with the horse, But that's probably because are you the high elf? Who's the high elf?
And I hate myself.
I am.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. All right. Okay. Good.
I hate
So
myself.
you can decide why. She likes herself the least, so that means your horse may be self-deprecating. You could be mad at yourself for getting turned into a horse, or that you used to be I don't know. So it can be you can decide why, but that's yes. The why is what you decide. So a 2 means that you like yourself least of everyone. Same thing as her.
Well, that makes no sense to me. With all of her character traits.
Well, you can decide how that plays out, but of everyone in the party, you can decide what that maybe yeah, you have to decide why. But that's what the
Maybe
dice say.
Because you're so insecure inside, you try to get so many fans to make yourself feel better.
That could be it. It could be you trying to add to your it could be you trying to add to yourself. Like I'm not enough. I don't know. You can decide the psychology of it. Yoli, what was yours for your second one?
Like,
Three?
I think it was 4, so then I thought you told me.
You like yourself?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So the horse,
Okay,
that
well,
it's a scale. You can decide how extreme the difference is.
Wait, we all like ourselves the
least.
least. Us 3 all like ourselves the
Can we
least.
please re-roll?
Interesting. Do you not want to play it that way? You want to re-roll?
I really don't.
Okay. If it's yourself, I'll allow you to choose to re-roll. Can't be the same as your first roll.
No.
But whatever you get the second time, you're stuck with. So you can decide whether you're the person you like the least in the party. That doesn't mean you don't like yourself. Again, it could be that. It could be self-deprecating, or it could just be, I really just enjoy everyone else better. Like it could be that.
Sure that sometimes I can like them, sometimes I just don't.
It's just supposed like this is just to
Should I
add
say as a first
some
one?
texture to your character. Don't overthink it. And if you really don't like liking yourself least,
Yeah.
you can re-roll one time and see what you get. So, are you sticking with? Or you got yours? What's yours? Are you sticking with you, or are you gonna roll again?
Yeah, I'm super.
Okay.
I don't like her.
Okay.
I feel like it would be so
Season
amazing.
up, we're gonna be fighting over who gets to roll.
All right.
Yeah, it would be amazing if we all rolled 2 and then she's like, "Hey."
That'd be kind of sad though.
Okay. So that's just I like using that as a way to add some party dynamics without you have to you can decide the why, but now you're kind of stuck with that link in a good way, and it can change over time, but that is part of the fun of kind of the one shot. Yeah.
Can I get pencils? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I need to write down who my fave and my dislike.
I need to figure
There
out
was
what
that
my
like
name is.
20-minute
We can
warning,
change
and then the 5-minute warning.
Well, I didn't know I needed till now.
I'll just say no capsule.
And then, but then never mind. Sorry.
I'm sitting here now and I'm ready now.
That's right. I know, and we're playing. It's good.
Mhm.
No, no.
This counts as the game.
Guys, it's role play. You guys
All right.
hate each other in real life.
So again, you can decide how extreme the difference is between most liked and least liked in the party is. It can be very extreme or very light. But if it gauges your role play a little bit, where's my water? Gosh, Papa, how come you didn't get your water already?
Yeah, you had a 5-minute warning and a 10-minute warning and a
Trying to figure out my name.
got up earlier than everybody else this morning.
I did, so I printed out all the character sheets.
When did you get up this morning?
I woke up around 6:45, so I slept 6:30 or maybe 6, somewhere after 6. So for me, that's not bad. I didn't come out here till like 8, 7:45. Okay, so you guys got that?
I need to figure it out. I'm figuring out my name.
Our dynamic doesn't work.
It has to.
No, it doesn't.
It just
I
is.
know.
It's okay to have a
You
slightly.
like it so much you want to annoy me.
It could be like that's the thing is like part of the role play is like you have these relationship connections now. They're decided. They came out on the dice. You have to decide like the why of it. How does that work? And so if you see that as she does bids for connection, it irritates you. Well, that makes sense.
Are we gonna get to read our background so that can kind of help us a little bit?
Yeah. So that was the next step. It was just trying to get past the yeah. Okay. But that is the part. So you guys have.
No, I'm asking her.
Tell me when you're ready. Don't apologize. Just tell me when you're ready. Ask what you need to ask. Decide what you need to decide. You all are going to be traveling in the what's known as the Endless Ice Sea, or very close to it, near the spine of the world. This whole place in the Sword Coast is covered with snow. There are dangers that are common to this area that are both environmental, mountains with sheets of ice, blizzards that can come up quickly depending on where you're at, and it is a bit lawless because traveling here can be a challenge. You never know if you're about to be attacked by bandits, even in some of the cities like the 10 towns near Icewind Dale, if I remember correctly, in Luskin. There are cities up in that region that end up being a place where people who didn't fit in other parts of society run to at times. And now you all are traveling in this area. So let's start with who you are, and then we'll get to the next step. So who wants to go first?
I can. My name is Gilmay.
Della.
Gilmay, is that
However you want to say it.
Starts with a G.
Gilmay.
Gilmay,
She's going to go with Gilmay.
Gilmay. You can just call me. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just gonna call you Jill.
sure. I'm a widow.
American child.
Paladin. Is this like me introducing off my sheet or like a character?
Do it in character.
Oh.
Unless you really want to do it off your sheet. But you guys have known each other for a bit.
Oh.
You're not brand new to each other.
Well, then I need to read off my sheet because in real life they don't know me.
However you prefer. Okay, yeah.
So I have a noble background. My alignment is neutral. I help others, but avoid serious personal risks or loyalties that don't benefit me. I'm coming from a position of privilege. I am overprotective. And a celestial advises my family, so yeah, I'm very loyal and get direction from this celestial being. I'm not sure about the employees mercenaries, because I don't know how that would happen. It was this one shot.
You said you're what?
Employees mercenaries, like part of my character is like I don't do things myself, but I think I might scratch that part out.
It could also be that's why they're here. So if you could leave it and be like they were some of the mercenaries you employed.
Being a gladiator thing, so.
Yeah, I mean, so you can, if you, it does. Yeah, I mean, you may not know how it plays out, but if you really want to change it, but it could actually work well.
Oh yeah, there was something funny like I have divine sense, so I sense the presence of good or evil up to 3 times per day. I do have spell abilities of fighting and healing if that ends up being needed. So like yeah, if in character you guys are like, hey, could you use that thing or whatever? That would be something you'd know about me. And then my main weapon is a battle axe.
Nice.
If it comes to like planning how we're gonna.
And she's got a nice little Lego figurine there with a Lego battle axe
I love that figure.
from our D&D set.
That's what your character looks like.
I'm deciding, yes. Noble clothes, there's the elf features, and the battle axe, yes.
Hey, Della, do try and chew with your mouth closed. Thank you.
Okay. So
All right. So, who's Della's character then?
I changed my name because I didn't like the other one. So I'm just gonna give my character the name Echo Resume. And Resume, she's also neutral. And she comes from a gladiator background.
What
Do we
race are
read-
you?
Well, you can, and you have that paragraph if you like it on the other sheet too. So,
She's a half elf. She's 25 years old in human years. And oh my gosh, what's on this? Anyway, and she's very charismatic and agile, and she's a rogue. She specializes in arcane trickstery, and her background is gladiator, brings a flair for dramatic combat and crowd-pleasing theatrics, which she uses to entertain and survive. Her half-elf heritage grants her exceptional versatility and charm, while her rogue skills make her a master scout.
Is that the voice you're going to use?
No. Deception and precision strikes. With her spellcasting abilities, she seamlessly blends magic and cunning to manipulate her surroundings and gain the upper hand in combat or exploration. Always seeking new admirers and driven by the applause of her fans, she thrives on excitement and the thrill of them.
Okay.
Right attention.
And that's why she's going to, and that's why she will immediately try to ride the horse to do some theatrical trick.
To do like a horse trick.
She's gonna teach the horse.
Okay. So,
That'll work out well then. won't it?
On my original.
so, would you let her like jump on your back to try a horse trick?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna do a contested check. It's like a grapple check. So, but this is Mila dexterity. Both of you can do dexterity though, if you want. So roll a d20 and add your acrobatics or dexterity to it.
How do you?
Yours, Mila, yours is an acrobatics saving throw. Actually, yeah, or a dexterity saving throw or acrobatics, whichever is higher.
Wait, it's.
Mhm.
Okay, so I do acrobatics.
Yes, because you're trying to leap onto her.
14 plus 4.
Okay, that's an 18 versus her 6. So the elf,
supposed to like her.
the elf or half elf
I kind of grow.
transformed into horse, My Little Pony style, is not fast enough as the roguish trickstery gladiator performer lady
I've ridden horses before. Yeah.
jumps and flips and starts trying to do like horse riding tricks, and you kind of part of it is her jumping on your back makes you almost fall off balance just enough with a 6 that she kind of can use her, like you kind of start going off balance, and the only thing keeping you up is her direction. So she like moves in a way that like forces you to step into being off balance. And so that's how she gets you to start going where she wants you to go.
My character does a whole bunch of backflips on her and makes her go around in circles.
And it's like every time you think you're about to be able to scoot out from under her, like she kicks you off balance gently enough to where it doesn't hurt, but just enough to where you have to go in the direction. So she's using her acrobatic skills to guide the My Little Pony horse
How am I supposed to
for a
like
little
her?
bit.
And then she leaps
You're
off.
not the character.
You have to decide whether this how it comes out.
She leaps off and does a backflip and says,
Cool.
"Yeah, I'm cool like that."
All right. And with that, we'll go to the horse here and then to Leola. So, Mila, introduce your character and give the backstory aside from what I've already said.
Wait, from this or from this?
Blend the two. I said you like, yeah, blend the two. The backstory is world building, and so it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, so she we're
What's
going
your
to
name?
have help.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
What's your name?
I'm Fire Swirl.
Fire Slow?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your horse name?
Yes.
Okay,
No, stop sticking.
that's your performance name as a horse now.
Yes,
Okay.
but you can just call me Swirl. Because that's my last name. Stop it!
Keep going.
And my neighbor, Thompson, turned me into a horse.
Oh.
Um,
From what original form?
half elf.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, we both used our elves.
Mhm.
I'm still happy.
Of course.
And my hooves are sore all the time because I have blades in them.
They're tougher than normal, is what it is. But yeah. Anything else meaningful about your character that they would find out if they traveled with you for at least a few days?
Do I use this background?
Your alignment, like.
Your
It's
alignment,
it's a
background.
both and. The only thing you're not using are your stats from the other sheet and one of your spells. So you're kind of a partial bard, partial barbarian at this point.
Yeah. So,
You're a barbarian.
yeah, I'm a barbarian, And I like playing instruments, and I'm an entertainer. And
Wait, a barbarian?
She's a barbarian because her My Little Pony character was a bard. I made her a barbarian, and so it's a blend.
and
Of the two.
somehow I like this gal.
Okay.
um,
Maybe that's why you put up with her even when she does things like that. There's some sort of redeeming quality you've
I
noticed.
could really easily just like
You can also
carry
just
her up in the air and then like flip her and then stomp on her, but apparently I don't. I don't know what scares me from doing that.
in this case, she always seems to get you by surprise, throw you off balance, and then get away too quickly. She's just too fast-footed.
So annoying.
What if every time they meet somebody new, their introduction is my character doing horse tricks, and it's just like, yeah.
And then
Yes.
And then okay, then she so
You get a
actually
good representation with everybody they're trading.
so Mila, when she kind of pauses at the end of jumping off of this performance that she's doing, you would have a moment to respond in some way, shape, or form. You have some arcane abilities and you have some horse hooves. What would you do?
Oh my gosh. Horse hooves.
I'm just providing the options.
Run over her.
All right, so you would kind of run up and kind of bump her over. All right, make an athletics check for shoving as a horse. You basically are charging her, or you know, athletics is strength magnified. So what?
No, it's like
It's
when people do like joking banter. Or whatever.
12.
This is what
What's
they're
your
doing.
AC?
Little slips.
What's your armor class?
Huh?
What's your armor class?
13.
Okay,
Oh man.
so
So, don't hurt her.
it's not strong enough to hit her. You feel her start to bump you, and you kind of sidestep and swirl into another set of jazz hands as she tries to retaliate for you jumping. And that's part of it. Is she's too fast. Like you can't get a grab on her very easily. So. Lily, it's your turn. So much candy in her face.
Yeah. Maybe put it away in the stuff.
I wonder who's gonna get sick first.
All right, in character, Lily.
What's your name?
Who you be?
I am imagery. And
Sorry.
I am a high elf. And I'm a cleric who heals stuff. Images? What?
Sorry, I'm trying to say.
Amadry, is that what you said? She was asking how to spell it. Amadry? Okay. And you're a cleric and what kind of elf?
Ohio.
Okay.
Ooh.
And
So some socioeconomic
Chaotic
tension
good.
possibly.
So there's that.
Apparently you what?
I'm chaotic good.
All right.
I see better than us. We're all neutral.
Okay.
And
I thought somebody would be lawful.
yeah.
You know, because they're like.
I created them with some randomness on purpose so that it wasn't just me kind of railroading the whole thing. Cool, Lily.
Okay, so wait, high elf, chaotic good. What else?
Cleric.
Cleric.
Cleric, that means someone who does a lot of magic.
Is this
healing?
yeah, spiritual warriors. Clerics and paladins are both two types of spiritual warriors. Clerics tend to be slightly more healing depending on their what was that, Della?
Do they damage people or do they only heal?
Asking character what she does. So like you're like a cleric and stuff, right? Okay. And ask her in character. How would your character say it?
So, you're a cleric and stuff, right? Well, do you only heal people? Like, are you completely weak against like everybody?
Yep, that's what I'm neutral.
Can I take her in the knee?
How are we supposed to like her?
Can you kick her in the knee? You can make an athletics check to give her that little knee shot there. That's the
We don't
question.
even know where we are yet.
What'd you roll?
I really don't like the stats.
What'd you roll?
A 3.
What was your raw roll? A 2? Okay. As you go to, she asks you this question coming out of her jazz hand stance. and you get irritated and kind of go to kick at her. But the wet of the snow and ice in this region makes the ground much slicker than you're used to, and you almost go completely off balance and have to spin around to catch yourself. It's like one of those moments.
Hey, Leon, I have a question. How do you pronounce your name again?
Like this.
No, tell me.
How do you pronounce it?
Images? Imagery.
Because we're close friends, like you and I get along the best out of the whole party. Is it
She gets best along with you, so she
Oh.
would care about you, and like she's going to give more of her attention to you.
I have a permission question. Am I allowed to call you Emmy for short?
Yes.
Okay.
So that she's created familiarity, because in her mind you're the most. You guys are the most connected. So yeah,
Can you go
could be because you're a royal half or royal.
I have a noble background.
Yeah,
but it
you've-
sounds like she's a bit
She's
higher
a high.
than me.
She's an official high elf. You have noble background, so maybe. But maybe that's why you like her. It doesn't necessarily mean you like her as a person. You could like her for the role or status that she represents as a high elf. Who knows? Could be.
I forgot. Did you mention? Do you have something you worship, or like a devotion, a spiritual devotion?
I follow the domain of life.
What was that?
That means like a good life-based deity, like Elohim style. Yeah. Or,
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd probably be another reason why, because you got the spiritual thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably why she hates my character.
Cause you
Why?
kill
I'm in the
people.
domain of darkness. So
she's just trickstery.
Yeah.
Okay. What's another, Milo? What would be a question your character would have for the one you like the most?
Oh.
You hear the other two having this conversation. This kind of conversation is kind of happening as you guys are traveling on the road.
Wanna play Doing the Worm?
It's almost been an hour already.
We started like 25 minutes late, so do you want to be done or?
No.
Okay.
We've hardly gotten anywhere.
Exactly. As long as you guys are fine. Mama said, let's see how you originally said no more than an hour. And so,
Well, I mean, this doesn't count. This is an hour playing. This is an hour getting ready.
okay.
Understanding who our characters are,
Okay.
so we can play together.
Yeah, let's play all day.
Can we like?
Who's that?
Candy away.
No, it
My.
goes into here.
Sure it
You guys,
does.
the stockings like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're so cute. Do you have a snowy map?
I don't know. I can't remember now.
Christmas time is here. Time the ground flies free. It's freezing cold.
All right. So for the sake of getting the effects of snow,
Oh,
Christmas time.
You guys are traveling?
For the humans' happiness.
you guys are traveling. We're going to use some of our acquired foam here for you to set your little minis into.
Earthlings
Why
are
not?
weird. Woo!
Earthlings
I
are
don't know
so.
what Christmas is, but Christmas time is here.
Okay, so we've got. You guys are going to be.
I know what Christmas
Actually,
is, but
yes.
Christmas time is here. Du-du-du-du.
All right, here I
It's
will.
like a state. Christmas.
You're done here. This is the path.
Remember, you're right next to me.
Christmas time. This is exactly where Brooke was always. No, I'm right.
Not still.
I'm writing you all the way there.
I'm trying to buck her off again.
No, that's fine. Okay. I'm trying too hard. All right.
Papa,
Yeah.
can I try and buck Della off again?
Is she trying to ride you again?
No, she's on me apparently.
Della, I think you weren't on her where we stopped, where we left. So you were on the ground doing jazz hands.
Rainbow Dash is always careful. That's
And then we got some ice boulders randomly placed here. That's fine.
Not Rainbow Dash, sorry. Echo's awesome, Canada. I'm awesome.
Okay, so did everybody put their minis up here on the icy path that you're on? Traveling all here. Let's have you, since you girls have a better view of it, let's put you on this side here. How about that?
No one drinks
Leala,
the
did you
coffee.
get a mini yet? Okay. Did you want to use a Lego or did you want to use one of these?
You can get me a Dragonborn for comfort's sake.
Wait, do you guys have a Dragonborn? in your
I certainly
family?
have a high elf warrior.
I don't want to go one, especially if it's a whale.
No, I have. Okay. All right. I'll find you a Dragonborn.
She likes dragons.
Somewhere in here. Would you tell me to look for a Dragonborn? Is that one okay?
Sure.
Are you nonplussed thus far?
It looks like her character like turned to stone.
But then,
Oh, 'cause the
Everybody
gray.
else's Legos.
Yeah.
but then she can't ride if she wants to. I thought that you guys had a dragon Lego. Dragonborn Lego. Was it in green?
I don't want to use a Lego.
I just figured I'd get it and see because I can't remember. But no, okay, cool. It's not
Guy
here,
with
though.
brown hands and a green face.
Did I walk right past it?
Yeah, there was the Dragonborn guy. I know that you guys had it.
Yeah, I feel like it might be in a bag over there somewhere. Okay.
Oi, yo.
Are you good, Yoli?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Go.
So now we have you guys are walking on this snowy path, and that's where you're placed. If you want to sit up and look at it real quick, just so you can see, you're walking in this, and you chose this slightly more valleyed corridor through these large ice plateaus and mountains, because down below the plateau of ice and glacier, there are paths like this where you don't get hit by the wind the same way. It does come with some dangers.
Or
Uh,
you could easily be stomped over by your little friend.
Sure. And actually, what I'll say is you guys are coming to a transitional place where actually, let me do this. You're coming to a transitional place where you actually have the choice. So as you come up, the glacier seems to be shifting, or you're going to a place where to continue forward, you have to choose whether you do high ground, and climb up, or whether you go to the I'm sorry, I can't get to what I want to. So it starts, you can either climb up on the plateau or travel down in the corridor. And actually, before I describe more, I'll ask what you want to do. You're coming to a place where you have to make a choice to climb up to the top or travel down into more of a valleyed ravine.
Do we know where we're going?
Your goal, you all were traveling together. We will say, now that you've introduced yourself, that basically you are all hired to
Kill people.
No.
actually, so we have a high elf. We have a noble background who hires mercenaries. And so the high elf is actually to be protected. And your goal, Leala, is to one, survive, but you're supposed to be it's like a peacekeeping mission. You are a high elf who is trying to reach out and show a good faith effort to connect with people from Icewind Dale. And so you're supposed to be going to visit the 10 towns as a show of royal support to that group, to say, like, we understand you've got this reputation as a bad group in the past, but we know you're a large enough person that we want to, assume you're good. Assume that, and so you're there going sort of as to be a royal family connection. That's your job long term. And so then one of these with noble background, Mom's character, what was your name again?
Jamais.
is along for the ride with you guys because she's kind of an attendant, a court attendant, and she's in charge of your security in this instance and hiring the two mercenaries who came with you, one of which is a very odd horse that does speak as an elf. And so like you all know the rumor of the horse and and she's had a chance to tell it, but these two are hired mercenaries to protect you, who she hired as your kind of attendant, since you're the high elf officially. And she has noble background. Yeah.
She bosses us around.
Yeah, it's an interesting. So sometimes there's that interesting dynamic. What'd you have, Mila?
If this is a peacekeeping mission, why didn't we bring her?
She was hired as a mercenary from a catalog. I'm kidding. I think you can. The question is, both of you were hired as mercenaries. And the reasoning would come down to what about Mama's character would cause her to hire you two. And I think we did find out that you as an arcane trickster, but you're a gladiator with a show for pageantry. When Tony Stark yesterday, we were watching the movie and he's like, there's a lot of pageantry, a lot of performance going on here. And, maybe your character is less fighter, more like show. I don't know. But
my character's basically
you're like a court performer that you're like, we love you. You're a great fighter, right? You can come protect us.
Misdirection.
No, I'm just kidding. You assumed what? Sorry, I interrupted you.
my character's basically somewhat like Tony Stark, but not rich. So basically just a bit hero. Anyways.
Okay. Cool. So you all are now traveling. The snowy plain that you have been traveling on is shifting now to a higher rise plateau, or a higher rise plateau or the ravine. Hit dice are when you go to heal on a short rest, which we've done before in game, but not very often. It's a way of kind of resting and getting some hit points back. Okay. So you guys, it was a pretty open plain for a while, and now you're getting into a region where you have to kind of make a choice about as you travel to the 10 towns. Would you have traveled with a wagon, or are all of you walking?
You have
Weather? Elements to protection from the
If
elements?
we don't have a bunch of stuff when you bring with us, we would have a wagon.
But anyways, the horse wasn't allowed to carry it.
Okay. No wagon.
I'm carrying someone's coffee.
All right. So you all are trudging along through the snow, walking along on my own 2 feet. Do.
I think it'd be better to go up than in a ravine where creatures might have advantage from a higher point. I feel like we might be attacked more likely in a ravine, so we should go up.
Well,
She
that
said-
sounds smart. Does anyone else agree?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and remember we said you have to use a new voice. Good job, Della. I like that as your character's voice. I know, I like it. Do what?
Game show.
Yes, hands.
Your what is a new voice? Is that what you're aiming at?
She sounds so different.
Wow. Okay.
That means that even if you're laughing, you have to go.
Is that what you're gonna aim at?
I don't know. Character's gonna laugh.
Okay. So Liala is playing the nonplussed royal monotone. Oh, now, brown cow. Someone who's been through too much, lived a too privileged a life where it's all just blasé. Another day of travel.
My character can't wait to get back to the temple.
Okay. All right. So what are you doing?
Can my character say stuff?
Talking is a free action.
So, imagery.
Did she just get the name wrong? Which you can decide how your character responds to her struggling with your name.
Said your staff name tag. Anyways,
So, imagery. Are you?
my name is.
So, imagery. Are you
bored when you don't get to burn incense all day? Like, do you like burning things? Like, would you burn a forest for fun? Or do you only burn it because of the temple thing you do?
Yeah.
I love the way of life, and you are very stereotypical.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Well, you know, maybe you just decided to do the whole temple thing because you like burning things. Wait, do you even burn things?
I burn things in loyalty to the God I believe in, which gives life and nothing bad.
Then why would you burn stuff then?
The smell is a reminder of the wonderfulness of the Lord's presence.
What about you? You hired us, right? I'm forgetting whether the horse hired me or whether
No, I didn't. I so didn't.
Oh my god.
Like, do a little, like, I did it. I so did
She
it.
just said that. She
I'm
said,
just wondering, are you talking about this because we're surrounded by snow and you think this conversation will warm us up?
I mean, I do like to put on a show, you know. Okay, like slips and
Oh,
stuff.
do I know?
Very much so. In the snow.
Trying to do jazz hands while walking forward.
so many jazz hands.
They slip through dress hands and stuff, catch themselves and fall in the back. So yeah, we should probably go up so that enemies don't hurt us.
Guys, ready to go up?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever my Emmy wants, I will do.
My
Don't
Emmy.
ask me.
Okay, so we're going to change this terrain then to be. Oh, yeah. Oops. I won't say. To be or not to be. All right, so if we're going to go up,
Ah,
that's what we're going to have. All right. So you find a place where you can kind of, it takes a bit to find a place where you don't have to climb up, especially with the horse. And so as you go, so you climb up at a part of the plateau that rises and has two deep gullies, like 30-foot deep gullies or ravines on either side, but you get the high ground. And you, as you walk, you can see that periodically there will be large boulders of snow and ice around. They kind of get that are kind of scattered around, like that they that maybe it's, you don't know, but maybe it started out as a small clump, and then the wind is much stronger up here as you continue to go through, and so you can see that on some of these boulders, from time to time, snow will eddy around it and build up on one side, and so yeah, that's kind of the environment you're traveling in right now. And the wind is, see, like I said, the wind is blowing fairly strong. You can hear it howling in the distance. Let's have, who wants to roll a weather check? Okay, go for it.
Are you the worst here at survival?
This is just a D100 for a weather check. D100, the 2D10s. 2D10s. The one with the double zero. Yeah, that, and then, okay, and then roll your other D10 with it. Yeah. So what'd you get?
65.
Okay. So the weather is not too terrible, all things considered. So you just have a little bit of kind of chilled wind and that's so what I've described already is pretty level. Nothing too intense, enough to make it a little just a little bit harder to talk. You have to talk a little louder to be able to hear each other, but it's not overwhelming or anything. And it's not a blizzard. So yeah.
Wait, are we recording this?
Should we?
Yeah.
No.
Is that we could use it for one of our YouTube videos?
So yeah, or I'm live streaming it privately right now.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
You're like, no recording.
I was just, no, it's all good. It's good. So we have Mama on audio with her new voice.
what are you talking about? All lies.
Are you Donald Duck? Oh.
Okay.
Who's Donald Duck?
Now that's
So
a much
cute.
different voice.
I love it.
Anyways,
You're way more like we can actually understand what you're hearing compared to Donald.
so your Elf of the Elf Highness, do
Alpine.
you think that any creatures could be awaiting for us behind all of those lumps of snow, or do you think they'd all be dead by now because they'd be freezing? Do you think we should have gone lower so that we would have been blocked by the wind and could possibly not fall off the mountain, or do you think this was a good idea?
Maybe the horse should go in front so that it's easier.
I'm the tallest.
Oh yeah,
I'm the
block
tallest
us.
out of all of you, and I don't see anything.
I got an idea. How about we go in a triangular formation behind the horse so that the wind doesn't knock all of us down quite as easily?
Do you do that? Okay. So horse is going to kind of go ahead to kind of create a little bit more of a path, pushing aside the lower pieces of snow.
She goes to
Okay.
drink her coffee, but realizes it's frozen.
And she has no, and it's been turned into the brown spots of color on her coat. She's like, oh, right. I can't make coffee.
Oh, I mean, she can make coffee. She just didn't bring a coffee maker, and that was the only cup of coffee she had
Mm.
on
It would
her.
have been frozen by now.
I could
Yeah,
try
that's
that.
why it's
I could
frozen.
try a searing smite on your coffee there. You want it warmed up.
What?
Would you like her to searing smite your coffee?
What's your funny voice?
Ooh,
It's
sounds
British.
fun.
I just haven't talked to him.
Well, if you've got that sort of, it's a heat spell, right?
Oh yeah, the target will catch
Oh my
fire.
gosh.
Well, doesn't that mean that technically we can, if we ended up needing to, survive out here and lost all of our stuff, you could technically,
Make a fire?
no, not only make a fire, but in this cold, you could heat up the snow to become lukewarm water. If we did desperately need to drink something, it's fresh snow anyway.
Oh, I could do that on a small scale. Like I could aim in a small spot, but not like this whole entire path.
Oh yeah, I know.
So would you like to try and searing smite the area?
Off her saddle.
Sure.
Okay.
Codes it to do.
So to see, so read the description of searing smite. Is that level 1 or level 2? Also,
Level 3.
is it listed as a first or second level?
Sure.
Okay. And then read the description again.
Well, it says it's a bonus action.
That's okay. You're kind of just traveling, so that's
Well, it says it adds a 1d6 fire damage to my weapon attack,
okay.
and the target would catch fire.
Okay.
So I'm trying to.
So you have to weapon attack somewhere that she's going to be trying to brew coffee.
Well, no,
It's
no.
kind of like, can I just like.
I brought the coffee with me, but it's frozen now.
Okay.
In
So
the
It's like a little tap of my battle axe.
okay.
But I'm not trying to kill it. I'm just trying to heat it up.
So roll a d20 and add
That's
your
what I'm saying.
what's called your spellcasting modifier as you release your spiritual energy to try and create this this flame, do some flame damage to her
No, I put it
coffee
in that
ice
myself.
cube.
As the horse and the boss are focused on this, am I able to try to do a coin in the ear trick with Leal's character?
Yeah.
So do I add a d6 to the 14?
No, that's that's you would add your spellcasting modifier, which is on your character sheet, probably on the right hand side, if I'm remembering those correctly.
Wait, if she hired us, shouldn't we get
Oh,
money?
+4?
Eventually, so an 18 total means you're able to control your spiritual energy as well.
Alright.
And so so you managed to infuse this attack very carefully with these spiritual energies, and it does thaw the coffee and make it kind of nice and toasty, and it boils for a moment and then cools back to a nice temperature that the horse can somehow drink, we'll
There
say.
you go, squirrel.
That or she
Nice.
can just put it up to her mouth.
So can my character do the coin in the ear trick? What
Um,
did I roll?
Let me see.
Sleight of hand.
Coin in the ear trick. Oh yeah. Go for it.
But like,
So role play it out, and then you can roll sleight of hand with a d20.
is that performance?
It's a sleight of hand under S. And then
Man.
how do you before, so you know what you rolled. If
9
it,
plus 6.
well, that's still 15. So that's not bad sleight of hand. Make a perception check, Lily, to go to see how well you watch the would you get high, low?
10.
Okay. So you're gonna succeed. So does you two role play out what that looks like as you're like they're doing coffee. All right. So
Oh, would you look at this in your ear?
so she actually manages to it's like, whoa.
Would you look at that? It's a coin. And then like David just like puts it back in her pocket and then they keep walking.
Didn't you know that ears generate something more than earwax?
Nice.
And then she turns and continues to walk.
Okay. All right.
Oh no, my carrot broke again.
Okay. And then at one point you had mentioned like, do you think the snow is like bodies or something? Were you going to investigate that at all, or anybody else?
Oh yeah, can my
I'm pretty
character
tall. I should be able to see.
can my character do an investigation check like of the whole area?
Are you like, so you're getting your hands in the snow and checking the boulder, the pile ups of boulders and
see if
things?
anybody's hiding behind it.
Okay. Sure. Investigation means you're kind of getting into it. You're not just looking.
Um,
You're digging a little too.
19 plus 4.
Okay. So a 23 investigation. You dig into 3 or 4 of these boulders as you pass them. And the first 2 are kind of just, it's hard to see with, as you kind of dig them out, you're knocking snow off. It looks like just a big clump of ice at this point that, that's just rock hard. And you get to the 3rd and then the 4th, and the 3rd, you're like digging around and you find, actually roll a D12 for me. That's the one that looks like this.
Oh no.
This?
No, that is completely different. Oh wait, no, you're right. It isn't. I'm kidding.
Why do you keep seeing
The light's bad over there, so I could only see 2 of the sides.
Oh man, 5.
So you find a like frozen in a bag that you're able to kind of yank out because you're kind of chipping at it. You like find something sticking out, and it looks like the end of a leather bag, and you chop at it. You pull out a bag with 50 really cold gold pieces that are kind of frozen together inside this pouch. And then-
The world loves you.
They're like,
Hey, no, this is one
coin trick.
And so then as you go to the
Look, my character found this herself. She's not sharing this with nobody.
and then you pass, that's the 3rd one, and then you go on to the 4th one, and as you dig into the 4th one, kind of excited about the gold,
You find a dead rat. I'm kidding. Continue.
so you are excited. You're like, well, maybe if I chip at it a little more. What weapons do you have?
Short bow, dagger, rapier, my hands.
Okay. So you use your dagger more this time. And you're like, maybe if I dig in a little bit more, and you like start cutting, trying to get into the ice, like, and then you realize, oh, like in this 4th one with the 23, you're really putting energy into this, and doing well. And you end up seeing something glint shiny at one point, and you feel the texture difference when your knife hits it, when your dagger hits it in this 4th one, and you start revealing what is this really nice jeweled knife, and then you realize it's attached to more than ice. And it seems to be embedded in some sort of armor attached. Like you get like this much out. And so as you reveal, it's like this knife that's frozen and stuck inside of a person of some kind, but you can't see the whole person. It's turned into an ice block. And so
Still take the knife and clean it.
make an athletics check. You need at least a 17 to pull it out in its frozen state right now.
No, I dropped it. I wasn't even
It
rolling.
can't- That was a roll. What was it?
No, I got it.
A 6. So you all look on and you're like, for a while, it's like she's just kind of doing her own thing, knocking off snow from these rocks as you guys walk past them. And you find in this ice block, you look up and she's like she's stopped and she's yanking as hard as she can and not getting anywhere. And as you get closer, you see that there is a dagger sticking out of what appears to be like someone's shoulder or back. It's like, and the whole thing is like iced over, and you can just see the patch of leather armor and the dagger frozen into it.
Guys, can you help me get this out?
What are you
Maybe we
doing?
can sell it for a lot of money.
The dagger or the person who's frozen in the ice?
I don't know. Depends how rich they are. Let's see.
Aren't they kind of dead?
I don't know. There's some shady dealers out there. But I was talking about the dagger.
Oh.
It looks jeweled, so it could be worth a lot if we trade it in with some bank.
A bank.
Would I be able to command an object, or does it have to be a person?
I think that one has to be a creature.
A bank.
Okay.
But what are you trying to do? What's your character's impulse there or idea?
Well, she was thinking that she could like command the dagger to come out,
S-
but
you-
that's not gonna work. So.
It's more like
Well,
a rabbit thing.
if your character thinks it might work, there might be something about it.
Well, she has knowledge on magic, and I don't.
True.
So she would know that would work.
Make an Arcana check, since it's your magic and you're looking at this thing and
What
it's
does
an
it mean
idea.
when it says create a spectral hand to manipulate objects?
That's the spell Mage Hand, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Spectral
what
is
does it mean
like
by
ghostly.
manipulate?
It basically has a really minimal strength. It can hold like 5 pounds. It can do things like turn a doorknob, open a door.
Can it yank a dagger out since it's pretty light?
It is not stronger than you.
No.
If it could pick up a coin from across the room or throw a snowball.
So basically, it's used.
What was your Arcana check?
13.
With the 13, you know that command spell, it usually is for people who are, and that it usually, like, there has to be some sort of hearing involved. You know that there are such things as magic items that could be considered creatures, but that's complicated magic, and you're not sure if it would work here or not.
Okay.
Could I combine my Searing Smite with any of their manipulation abilities? Like if I got it loose by melting the ice around it, then would they be able to?
You could certainly try. You know that fire softens ice.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
you're
can
gonna
do it with coffee. I can do it with this human sickle.
and just make sure you're marking. I forget. Are those
Who says it's a human?
ritual or no?
What do you mean?
I'm trying to remember if you're Searing Smite. What does it take for your Searing Smite? Does it say it uses? Is it a spell or is it a paladin ability?
Paladin spell.
Okay, and you said it's first level.
Yes.
Okay, okay, cool. So go ahead and roll your attack like you did before, and this time roll your full damage as well.
I'm trying to eat your hair right now.
Oh, what? You get your box.
I
Okay.
don't know. It's a 16 plus 4.
Nice. So a 20, your attack is definitely going to hit. So, and then,
What's the damage?
so roll the damage for that weapon, which should be on the front page, plus D6.
It's a D8
Okay.
plus 2. I mean, it's slashing damage.
Yeah. So roll your D8 because you're going to do regular damage to the ice. And this will say how far it kind of sinks in, and then the searing damage will be there too.
That's a 5. I landed on the couch.
Okay, and then roll the Z6 for your searing damage. So you've got 5 slashing damage as you go to swing and cut into the ice. What is it?
Wow, you're really good at this.
Okay.
Right, you said that.
All right. Well, so you all watch as what kind of weapon is it?
Battle axe.
Okay. So you all are you're pulling at the dagger, you kind of take a moment to breathe, you're all thinking through it, and your friend with the battle axe comes up, and what does it say as you activate to activate Searing Smite? Like, how does your character activate that? Like, do you say something? Do you do something different? You get to decide. It's like Fieri, basically, kind of like Guy Fieri. Okay. She shouts out Fieri and goes to strike, and her axe strikes this icicle person and slices deeply into the ice, and you can see that heat kind of radiates out and starts melting it, but not very much. It is enough to give you advantage as you try and yank the dagger out. So make another athletics check with advantage.
advantage? Like,
Roll twice, take the highest.
Wait, what is that?
it's like angle.
If it's angled funny, roll it again.
13
13 plus your
plus
athletics.
2.
Plus 2 is a 15. That is enough. Now that it's been softened, and you, as you grab hold of the dagger, you're pulling and pulling, and and as it slides out, you fall backwards from the force you were exerting. You kind of roll and tumble into the snow, and kind of land a foot into a snowdrift. And so, like snow angel style, but like 18 inches deep. So you're like, and the snow's up here.
So when I get back up, I do jazz hands.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw, because it has been. You guys are getting a little cold here. Everybody make a Constitution
11 plus 1.
check, rather.
Which, is that this D20?
D20 plus your Constitution bonus.
Is that a saving or
Just a regular this time.
Or on the very left?
Yeah. Hers was a saving throw because she landed in the snow. You guys have just a general check, so it'll be a little bit different.
Oh, come on. I got 6.
You got 12. You got 6. Leala, what'd you get?
8.
Okay. Milo, roll a D20 for a Constitution check.
Constitution.
Yep, because it is getting
so
cold.
Weather damage.
Frostbite.
That one.
Is that a nat 1?
No, it's a 5. It's a 5.
It is nat 1.
It's a 5.
Okay. So yours was enough to keep you from feeling it when you hit the snow. You needed a 10, and you rolled a 12 total? Okay. For the rest of you, you were planning on it being cold, so it's like this is part of the normal process. You needed a 5 or higher to keep. If you had rolled higher than a 5, so that both the nat 1 and the 5 is a fail.
Wait,
Leala did, I thought.
Yeah.
She got an 8. So
I have a plus 4.
I know 1 plus 4 equals 5. You needed a 6 to be good.
Oh no, I got a.
You got a 6, so you're good. 6 and 8, just barely good enough. You guys are starting to feel the cold, but you don't have an effect. Mila, you are going to.
Get frostbite.
You are going to take 1 level of exhaustion as the snow starts to seep in. You realized you didn't drink any coffee. You kind of forgot to put your coat on right, or you haven't been wrapped up well enough. And the snow and the wind hit you just funny as all this is happening. So
Did she
you.
drink the coffee?
Oh, you're the horse. Never mind. Okay, hold on. My brain's spaced. Still, so that's not what it is. As you drink the coffee, it's almost like it makes you realize that how cold it really is out there. I guess with the coffee, you should get advantage, huh? You should. Roll again. Wait, not yet. I like it, though. Roll one more time. Let's see. All right. So you, because of the coffee, actually, you get advantage. I'm sorry. I was thinking, I don't know what my brain was doing.
Yeah, so I got a 10.
Yeah, so you're good there. You're actually
A 9.
so as a horse, and because you had the coffee, you actually passed. So everybody's good. I just figured it was a good time to check. With that, as you fly out with the dagger and land in the snow and brush off and do jazz hands, as you do jazz hands, you wiggle the knife around, and suddenly it floats up on its own. And you see the snow start to pull in, and a snowy hand starts to form around it, and the flakes get pulled in and pulled in and pulled in, and the arm starts building, and then it attaches to a body, and then it attaches to a head, and now you're standing.
Whole person.
Hold on. This whole scene, it has to play out. It happens very quickly. So you hear this noise as she falls back, and then you hear her do jazz hands, and then all of a sudden the dagger, all these snowflakes that have been kind of floating around in the wind, just gently moving, coalesce into what appears to be some sort of armored snow warrior holding this bejeweled dagger she just pulled out of this other person.
Oh great! It's happened there for 1 billion years.
I'm not 1 billion years old, the snowman says.
Snowman.
And you do not belong here.
Hey, is it alright if I keep your dagger? I really wanted to sell it.
By definition, it is my dagger out of your own mouth. And And then you see kind of a spinning across like the dagger around his hands, around his fingers, you know, like that cool pencil trick people do, you
But
know?
you weren't there when I tried to get the dagger.
I was there. I was trapped, sunk into the flesh of another. You released me.
Wait, you are the dagger.
Yes, well, that is what I do. It is why my blade is so sharp. Just passing through.
So you are the dagger.
You could say that. I am a dagger. I'm a weapon pointed at my master's enemies.
Can I be your master now? Can I
What a
be some-
strange request. She said, "Can I be your master now?"
Yeah, who is even your master? We don't know.
And you
who
look
your
as
master
the
is.
snow starts packing in. As the snow starts to pack in on him, he goes from kind of a fluffy looking snowman with just some detail to it's like the
To
snow
also
continues
snowman.
to kind of coalesce or almost melt in on itself to make him stronger and stronger. That's what happens initially. Now, what would you do while this is talking? The dagger's in his hand. The snow warrior.
Wait, what if I try to steal it back?
No. Okay, so Lily, what were you gonna do? You had to wait for him to actually form into a snowman before it counted before you got a chance to respond. What would you do? Well, they are having a very quick conversation. What were you going to do a minute ago? I just said, hold on a minute. Let me finish setting the scene. So what was it you were going to do?
Old person.
Okay. So read the description for that.
My character's a -1 animal. He's not an animal.
Concentration 1 minute. Paralyze a humanoid. Wisdom save negate. That's it.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, because it did a summary. That's actually not too bad.
Oh no, I didn't think about it.
You said it was hold person, right? You
Oh, I
said?
do have it. Who? Okay.
Paralyze a humanoid, wisdom save negate. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Okay, so this is a humanoid. I do take it, I count it as that. And so for hold person, let's get the full thing. Choose a humanoid you can see within range. The wisdom saving throw. So what's your spell saving DC? Spell DC. Spellcasting DC, difficulty rating challenge thing. What's your spell save DC?
12.
Okay, so he's got to roll higher than a 12. That's a nat 20. So he makes his wisdom save. As you,
Wait, can my character do like a performance around him to try to steal the dagger when he's not looking?
okay, let me have him respond to what she's doing first. Hold on. So you were having a conversation while she goes to cast the spell. What does it look like as you cast it though? Because I think it has verbal and speaking components.
Old person.
And you kind of hold your hand up like you're holding them.
And the light fades from my hands as I fail.
No!
And then I'm even sadder in my face than I would.
On a success, the spell ends on the target. So you see the arcane energy kind of start to seem like it's sifting down in, and then he kind of he looks over at you and no,
That's so annoying.
nice try.
Why are you doing a Russian accent?
This is not a Russian accent. This is a snowman, a snow warrior from the endless ice sea accent. There is no Russian in this game. No, that's different, and that's not Yelena.
Can my character please try to do a performance around him where
Okay.
he steals it from his hand?
At this point, we are going to roll initiative. So everybody roll initiative.
I don't have a good place to roll.
There's okay, two things. One, we have dice boxes available on the table. Mama has one there. I have my cardboard one here. You're welcome to use them. So if you don't like it, you also could have made sure you had one or asked for one. So let's solve the problem.
Oh no.
What's your dexterity, Lily?
Is that initiative on the sidebar?
Zero.
Because you're no. It's dexterity. That's your intelligence.
This is initiative.
Still not good. It's only 4.
I got
Wait, what
it.
do you?
Okay. Ouch.
Yeah, ouch is correct.
Oh, come on. I only have like
it's cold.
10. I rolled a 10.
I have coffee and I can melt humans cold, but I can't even roll it myself.
Hold on one sec.
I really wanted to like. Well, I mean, I guess you could cut yourself. And then, oh, but then I'll set you on fire.
Snow doesn't set things on fire.
No, I was talking. She said that she can unfreeze an obstacle, but she can't
And I can warm up coffee, but I can't even.
warm up
Oh,
herself. And I'm like, well, you can set it, cut yourself. Oh wait, no, that'll set you on fire.
Speaking of coffee, I think I turned the coffee back on and it never went back. Was it still on?
Oh my gosh, I really want to animate this and put it on our channel. Because it would be funny just to draw her little sad face like.
Actually, there's nothing in the pot. If you want some.
Sure, yeah.
And then my horse will just be like,
Oh, yeah.
But you want.
and then you'll be like,
Yeah. My jazz hands.
I'm not gonna make more right now, though. Okay. Where'd my? There they are. Alright, so
3 or 4 minutes, yeah.
hold on.
I rolled a 10, by the way.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Well, I didn't roll a 10, but I totaled that.
Alright, so we've got the.
Christmas time is here. Happiness and cheer. It's what my children call my favorite time of year.
Ow.
Snow isn't there.
You know how, but if you had a camera down on like the scene, it might be better. You know, like
Wait.
showing you talking and then the
He
scene.
doesn't have a camera on the back.
Are
of his
you
computer.
filming?
I
the
Could
Legos?
get one. I just didn't think we. I didn't want to make it a burden or a distraction.
Are
So I didn't worry about it
you the Legos
by setting
or are you
everything up.
filming?
It's kind of just a screen. I just needed something for to put the audio through on. So I'm technically there in small scale, but
Yeah, I can't wait to. animate
but if you
this.
want, I can turn it around because I don't need this, I guess.
Hey Milo, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 8 and added.
If that's what you like. That's not it.
Wait, can you just flip the screen?
No, it's not a phone.
Oh.
It's a computer. But yeah, that way we can do that. All right, so we've got that.
Can you turn on the main light up there?
Because
Yeah, it's getting a little. Yeah, I know you asked earlier.
okay. Let's see, where are we at?
Oh.
We're gonna use. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where are you, my friend? There you go. All right.
I'm
We're gonna use
gonna.
this guy as our. He's formed out of snow. He's gonna have more armor looking than this, but this
Just
is gonna
yank the
be.
Just yank the carrots
So
off.
you kind of fell backwards over here. So we need you on the ground. You're kind of here. You kind of, yeah. So you're about there. Where's their horse?
Sorry, I'm just using my horn
Yeah.
to levitate the cup up to my face so I stay.
All right, and you were in that area. Okay.
Wait, can't I try and magically do tug of war with him? Cause my unicorn horn can levitate stuff, so I could try to yank the dagger out of his hands without hands.
First, let's do initiative. So everybody rolled a d20,
I
right?
did.
Yeah.
I rolled a
10.
Okay.
For
You rolled a what?
3 plus 1.
Leala, what were you?
1.
Total?
Yeah, I have no plus to my initiative.
Okay.
because of my dexterity.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought I rolled
It happens.
low.
And then Adela, what was yours? 10?
10, yeah.
Milo, what was yours?
A 9. Oh. Really?
I'm not
Apparently.
doing great.
Wow.
It's part of the game.
You're jealous.
It's just a one shot, so if everybody dies, it isn't the end of the world.
Oh, but I like these
Microwave
characters.
people.
It's the end of our world.
This is why I miss my perfectly good elf character, Milo.
Who's
All right, and then he
Aura.
is rolled an 18 plus for his, and so his is going to be a 19 total. So he gets to go top 6.
It is the sound of the street corner choir. He's got him humming, getting warm by the fire.
Does that work?
It's true
Yeah,
wherever
cool.
you find love, it feels like Christmas.
And this is the all right. So the Frozen Hand of Grinch. All right. So with that, you've had a little dialogue. You've tried to use the hold person spell on him, and he looks at you and says, "No,
No,
nice try."
my what?
Uh-oh.
And with that, he will. Let's see.
Attack us?
Would you let me finish my own sentences? What if I was going to say, "Run away like a little schoolgirl crying with
Girl?
his tears freezing to his face"?
Excuse me.
What if I was going to say that?
I know you were.
I said a schoolgirl, not a homeschool girl.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
What?
nothing.
In other words,
So, how are we going to do this real quick?
you could just say like a normal.
He. Okay. He is going to spin the dagger in a large arc. It will extend, having snow coalesce into an ice spear.
Wait, he's the size of me?
He's bigger than you. He's about 8 feet tall. So he towers over you all. And he is going to have the dagger, the bejeweled dagger that was the prize of Adela's character's eye. And he's going to have it coalesce into a spear and toss it at Leala, who should be within 20, should be right at the range, since she's the one who did the spell. So let's see. Attack roll. I need roll.
Echo was the one trying to steal your dagger. Did your character really say that?
Leala, what's your armor class?
16.
Okay. He rolled a 16,
pretends
which is
she hates
just
her,
enough to hit.
But
Am I allowed? Wait,
What do you got?
because I got protection from good or evil, and I'm supposed to protect her.
What does it say? It's an action, bonus action, or reaction? One bonus action?
I mean, Sanctuary's bonus action. Protection from good and evil's an action.
Okay, so it would have to be a reaction like shield or something like a spell like that. So it should say reaction if you're able to use it on someone else's turn. Part of the challenge here is you guys are kind of taken off guard by this thing came out of nowhere. It literally formed from the snow floating in the air and is now kind of, you see it kind of slow. The more it stands there, the more the ice seems to harden, and so you get. But it is also like it's doing this super fast.
what are cantrips?
Cantrips are
A spell you can use constantly without taking up a spell slot.
yeah, you can use an unlimited. You can use it an unlimited amount of times unless it has a limitation on it. But you can only cast one action or bonus action a turn unless you have something else going on, like haste. Okay, so with that, the ice spear coalesces and he throws it uses it at range. It just barely has high enough to get through Leala's character's armor, and so that is going to be a d6 plus Oh, I'm trying to read this. Why is this hard for me to read? Oh, that's why. Okay, so that's what it is. So the spear strikes you, Leala, and does 8 piercing damage as the ice digs into your skin. And then you feel how cold it is, and it's almost like it radiates cold energy out of it. And you make a Constitution saving throw to see if you take the cold damage.
Can I bardic her? No.
On your turn.
That is an unnatural 20.
Okay, so you are only going to take 1 point of cold damage.
Yay.
You feel the cold permeate, and you're like trying to shake it off, and it doesn't. You feel it not sink in all the way. So on a successful save against the cold, it's only one cold damage.
Is it my turn?
I think we're going this way, right?
It's
Oh.
initiative based.
Oh no, I'm last.
No, you're second
Huh.
to last.
So here's the initiative order. I'll put it over here. So
No,
you
I'm
all
still
can
last
see it.
because you just went. So then I'll
No, I didn't go. Because the snow.
The guy.
Oh.
So the frozen
Okay,
hand
okay.
of Gooch is what this is what his thing says. I'll move this up so it's more visible from across the table, where Leala is comfortably resting. So that is his attack. His first attack.
First.
He has 2 attacks?
Yes.
This is a third level party. Why does he have 2 attacks?
There's 4 of you and 1 of him, and I wanted to make it interesting. He's a warrior. He's a snow warrior. What do you want from me?
Despite my name being Fire Swirl, I have no.
How many hit
Burning
points do you have,
abilities.
Lily?
I have 15 of
I know.
Okay, how many did you start with?
It's a 24.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so
Yes.
with that, so that was his first attack.
Thank
He
you.
had to use his bonus action to form the spear, and then you see, and then one of his attacks was to throw it. So with his other attack, he's going to step up and just punch at Adela and kind of get into melee range. So he's going to try and punch you with his cold, snow forming into ice fist.
How do I resist it?
With your armor. So he rolls a, what's your armor class?
13.
He rolled a 7 plus. His punch is only going to be a 4. So he gets an 11 on that one.
Well, that's under my armor.
It's under your armor. Okay, so yeah. So as he goes to swing at you, you are agile enough that you can kind of turn so that the fist kind of glances off your, I'm assuming, leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so that blow doesn't land. And that is his turn. So then we move on to, I guess I should be able to see it too, Adela. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so
So this guy towering over you, large snowman,
I was thinking
snow warrior.
this thing doesn't say anything about not being able to do in the middle of a combat thing. So could I do the spell Friends?
What's the description it has there for friends?
Gain advantage on charisma checks against one creature. Target becomes hostile after the spell ends.
Okay, I think the original, like that's the summary of it. I think if you are, let me see. Hold on.
I was thinking I could use it on him to make him give me the dagger before he kills anyone.
Okay, let's see.
So you do care about me.
Description.
He wasn't even attacking you. He was attacking me.
So then you do care about yourself.
Maybe if you give me some bardic inspiration.
I have to do that after you.
Why can't I find?
I know, but still, you could.
Why are you so good at rolling, huh? If you weren't good at rolling, then I could break your inspiration first.
Okay, so for the duration, so you just cast it, friends.
No, excuse me.
What did I miss?
Not much.
Isn't it interesting?
There's no save for that.
No save for life.
Hold on. I feel like I'm having to check because I'm like, really?
Isn't it
That's-
interesting that a nat 1 is opposite from a 20?
I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting. 2 is opposite from.
Yeah, that one has. So that version from Roll20 says it has a. So you magically emanate a sense of friendship toward one creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or have the Charmed condition. The target succeeds automatically if it isn't a humanoid. If you're fighting, or if you have cast the spell on it within the past 24 hours.
Wait, it
The
succeeds
spell ends
automatically
early
if
if
it's.
the target takes damage, or if you make an attack roll.
So
you'll damage.
humanoids do wisdom.
Okay, so yeah, I think we're good.
Oh no.
So
That
it makes
means that you could charm me so
it
easily.
makes a save, a Wisdom save, but it rolled another nat 20 on its save.
What?
I'm sorry, it's right
Ugh.
there. You
Why
can
are
see
you
it.
so good at rolling?
I know
Does that take up my whole turn?
that is an action. So now you have a bonus action.
No, we don't
I don't have
'cause we're
any
level
bonus-
3.
I don't have bonus actions.
Okay.
That's fine.
A rogue should have bonus actions of dash, disengage. I'm pretty sure you get cunning action.
Yeah,
you
I
have cunning
do
action?
have cunning action.
Yeah, cunning action allows you to use bonus action to dash, disengage, or dodge, I think.
Yeah, disengage or hide.
Okay, so
For 3Ds.
disengage means that you can step away with and kind of your blocking blows so that you don't take an opportunity attack. You can kind of create some distance if you'd like. That's a bonus action. That's something you could do. Is
We
basically
don't have squares, so we can't see how far we can walk.
we can do Warhammer style and use a tape measure or a ruler.
So every inch is a
What's your
foot.
normal movement?
No, 5 foot.
Is your normal movement 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 6 inches. So you can move this amount in any direction.
So like here.
Almost exactly. Good eyeball.
Yeah. So my character goes behind the horse and the person she's supposed to be.
Okay, so you're
protecting.
like, blah! And you kind of
And my character does
roll
like.
away, and
Yeah, she
Also,
does it in a very like comedic way, like
what does it look like?
she just sort of like
Jazz hands.
yeah, she does like very loudly and then like tumbles away
Are you
basically.
tumbling doing jazz hands?
Yeah. Well, she only does jazz hands when
My
she's done.
character's
So when
getting
she
very
stops,
sick of the
doing
jazz
jazz-
hands very quickly.
when she stops tumbling, she does jazz
Okay.
hands.
Like,
Yeah.
every 30 seconds, there are jazz hands happening.
Woo! Ah, I did it.
So every 6 rounds, there are jazz hands.
Okay. So that's your turn, which brings us to Mila. Mila's
Me.
character.
Also, I just realized, is it fair that she can just immediately charm me? Because only humanoids do wisdom saving throws.
I don't think that.
That's a whole different thing because no one's trying to. She hasn't tried to charm you. Why don't you pause with the nerds and tell us what you
Yeah,
do?
so,
Maybe into much of the world's population.
Nerds. Anyway.
can I get the tape measure, please?
And remember, you can always use your action to dash, no matter what thing you are, and that doubles your normal movement.
Wait, why
So-
is she
So
allowed
is
to
that
still have
6
nerds in
inches?
Because she wasn't eating 3 different types of candy at once.
Can I get nerds back?
No.
Why?
Because you had plenty of candy and it's lunch.
Okay,
Just have
so,
nerds.
yeah, but I just had lunch. Okay, so I'll go up to,
You gonna rush up?
well, not rush. I have a speed of
Mhm.
30.
Okay, and are you as a barbarian? Are you going to rage at all?
I'm not gonna rage. I'm just gonna I'm gonna use my horn to levitate my great axe because I don't have hands. And I'm gonna try to hit this giant.
And Yoli, you're after Milo.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
Okay, you're using what? Oh,
Okay, I
Doesn't
get
matter.
a 6.
and that was with your equivalent, your hoof hand axe. Is that what it was? Or your-
I use my horn to levitate my great axe.
okay, that's fun. I like it.
And it's not a hand axe anymore, it's a hoof axe.
I like it.
So it's from my
Okay,
hoof.
but you're gonna use your horn to levitate your great axe to try and swing it.
Uh-huh.
Which actually, what we'll say is that your horn is the transformation of your great axe. So you go to basically it forms into it's basically flattens and turns into a slicing weapon.
And I guess I'll describe, because I
Or
obviously
slashing.
failed, is I don't normally attack people, so I'm not used to that, so that probably throws me off balance because there's a
Okay.
huge metal axe on my head.
And he's kind of big too. Yeah. Okay, so that's your movement and your action. Do you have bonus actions? You said something about wanting to use bardic inspiration with your Barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
The Bardian of the Galaxy.
What? Yes, I'm a barbarian. Okay, so then I go to Barbian Inspire.
Barbaric inspiration.
Barbarian
Barbaric inspiration.
Yes, I'm going to inspire Jill.
Okay, and what do you say to Jill as you?
It's Jill.
Jill.
Why I say Jill?
What do you
That's
say?
I'm
What do you say?
saying.
And
That's
what?
even more
And
recognized than I.
so what do you say to Jill?
Jill and Jill.
Stop.
Gil.
I'll say. Just to finish him off, but we haven't actually done anything to him. First throw? I guess.
What do you mean?
That's what I say.
You say first throw to
Yeah,
Jill.
you'll get the first throw.
Okay, so Jill May, you hear her bardically inspire
Get this.
you. Is it a D3, D8, or D6? D8?
Isn't it?
I think it's a D6 at level 3. I think it's a D6 at level 3. But I could be wrong.
Level 3 is pretty high, right?
Where's the at higher levels? I don't see the at higher levels.
Okay. Well,
Because it's in the magic section.
Oh.
that's it.
Milo, you're so
Sorry. Isn't Snowy level 3 and she got D8?
Snowy is a level 5 now.
Oh.
D8 happens at 5th level, so it's a D6.
Sorry. Take this instead. So you can use that on your next roll if you want to, or your damage roll if you make it.
And what'd she say to,
You'll get the first throw.
and that's how she inspires each other.
And that's your turn, right? Okay.
Or you can just start
So,
dancing like I did.
What does Jill May do?
A horse dancing.
So I have bardic inspiration.
So you can add that basically to any D20 roll you make. So an attack or an ability check or something like that.
But that is for damage too.
It's just for the attack.
Can I add a spell on top of that?
Should be able to.
What
Can it be plus my?
What are you trying to do?
Well, I have wrathful smite.
So it would go with your attack, and then Wrathful Smite, I think, goes as a bonus to your damage, doesn't it?
No bonus action. Oh yeah, damage. Adds a d6 psychic damage to my next weapon attack. The target must make a wisdom save or be frightened.
Okay, so you can do that. Is Wrathful Smite? Does it take a spell slot or something?
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier. I don't know what that means, but I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, let me see.
So 3 slots. So I've used
You've
up
used
2
2.
now.
And if you
Didn't
think
know
this,
that before.
but you think this guy is, he's also made of ice. So you can
Searing
just
smite. Well, when you guys were talking about that, I thought, oh, I used that 2 times. I guess I was only supposed to use that once, but it's just any spells, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, I would do that then.
Except
Along with
cantrips.
Bardic Inspiration, that's allowed.
So Bardic Inspiration has to do with the attack. Searing Smite has to do with the damage. So they're separate parts of the attack. So you roll your attack, so a d20, and if it hits,
And along with this?
that'll help it. Yes, so that'll make it you more likely to hit. So
18.
Ooh.
all right,
2, but then like
So 20.
plus your normal attack bonus.
is plus 4 on the battle axe.
All right, so 20. So you take 20. So you hit with a 24 that you slice through the what appears to be the ice.
24 is a high number.
The ice crusted armor, and you feel it puncture through with your axe. It cracks through and slices soft snow underneath. And so with that, roll your damage, and then if you're doing Searing Smite, roll your searing damage as well.
Does
So
he
the
have
damage
a
is
crit
on. Hold on one sec.
6.
Let me make sure she knows what she's doing.
I'm gonna put
So, so it's a what is +4, and then what does it say the damage is in there? I can't.
8
Okay,
plus 2.
so do a D8
8.
plus 2 plus your Searing Smite. Leala, what did you?
Wait,
I was
thought it was
wondering
red
if
slate.
the snowman has a carrot nose.
He does not have a carrot nose. He's a
No.
snow warrior.
Oh boy.
Wait,
What
when
is that?
she
Well,
when she hits it with her
That's a
axe,
D10.
can my character
This
say,
one is?
ooh,
Yeah.
crunchy?
I saw 8 on it.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the other diamondy looking one.
Hey,
Oh,
Papa.
this one.
Yeah, that one. Hold on. One thing is
5.
5 plus.
2.
So that's 7 damage plus.
The D6 was 3.
Is that new D6 or the Bardic Inspiration D6?
New one
Okay.
for
so,
the Wrathful Smite.
And because it is fire damage, he has
Searing Smite,
a weakness to that. And so he's going to take double fire damage. Instead of 3, he takes 6 as you see part of his chest where that axe hit starts melting away like
Great
the
job.
other thing did.
I think there's going to be popsicles on the menu.
So that was a total of 7 plus 6 for 13 damage. Okay.
Ow, my hand.
Okay. Minus 13. Cool. All right.
Wait. Did you use the wisdom thing where he might be frightened?
No, I ended up doing the Searing Smite.
Yeah.
And that's all the spells I can use. Thanks, Swirl.
Jeez.
Okay, and then you have bonus actions if you want, if you're able
I
to.
can't remember one.
And I just took your thing, it would tell you that. But,
Oh,
I'm just checking your. Okay.
Is Emmy the only one who got wounded?
Mm.
Oh, I can't do any more.
Yeah, I
spells.
almost got hit.
Well, lay on
He tried to
hands.
punch
I
me,
think
but
is.
I didn't actually get hurt because I ran away.
I can't remember if lay on hands is an action or not.
Oh,
I'd let you do it as a
sure.
bonus action, but she has to be within reach too. So I think. Well, you ran up and attacked with your axe though. If you wanted to, you have enough movement. If you wanted to like do lay on hands to her and then go up to make that attack.
So bonus actions don't use up my spell slots?
That's it depends on the ability, the thing you're doing. But if you were going to do lay on hands, I would count that as a bonus action in this instance. It's probably usually an action, but I can't
Where is
remember.
that?
So lay on hands is you can heal up to 15 hit points.
Is Searing Smite a cantrip?
Lay
Between
on hands.
so that's a special paladin and cleric ability.
Uh,
So basically,
What
you
would I
touch
roll for
them.
that?
You don't. You basically say, "I'm going to run by,
oh,
touch her, infuse her with magical energy that heals her," and you can do that up to 15 hit points.
well, she
so if
only
you
lost
wanted-
one, right?
No.
Emmy lost. What did you take, Lily, damage wise?
9 damage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you run by, you go heal up and or whatever, and then you be healed. And then okay, so we'll say that happened on the way
Okay.
to you doing the attack. You kind of ran toward her, healed, and then bolted off,
Inspiration, slice, sear smite.
or something, some order of that. So you get your 9 hit points back. You need to keep track because you only have 6 now between 6 more. So you get a total of you have 16 hit points worth of lay on hands, and you've used 9, so you have 6 left.
Oh, okay.
Wherever your pencil went.
Yeah, we're
Was
good.
that the one that fell on the ground? a minute ago?
It was,
Oh, it's the green one.
Mhm.
Yeah, it rolled off your blanket. Okay. So, and that's bonus action, action movement. Okay. So that means Liala, it is now your turn again. What does our high elf do?
I grab the carrot as I run and then stuff it in the guy's nose.
Okay.
As the guy's nose, since he's a snowman, as you said.
Snow warrior, yes. Make
That was-
a.
To humiliate him? Like, what?
No, maybe turn him good or something.
No.
A carrot in someone's nose turns someone good.
So make. To get it placed in his nose is like. Make a sleight of hand. You can use sleight of hand or athletics. I'll let you decide whether it's strength or dexterity based. Unless you wanted to do some sort of magical thing with it. And use that. Like you could use that as part of casting using a magical ability.
Dude, I just drank 2 bottles of water.
Good job. In 6 seconds.
What in 6 seconds?
I drank the whole lake of mosquito babies.
That was strangely morbid.
What? What was? What, miss?
She said she drank the whole lake of mosquito babies.
Yeah, because it's a dragonfly.
It's a massacre.
No, I'm pretty sure that'd be like a genocide.
I'm just
What?
you're not
It's a
wrong.
dragonfly.
Yeah.
Milo, you're animating that.
No!
Okay.
That was not part of the D&D, but
So,
I will-
You have the carrot. What are we doing?
I was gonna do athletic, but
Okay.
I got a 4.
If you use the
Total?
Lego figure, I could put the carrot on top of his head.
Okay. What else are you doing?
She slips in the snow.
Since I assume it like flies past the guy's head or
Just
something.
what else are you doing on your turn? Let's see how it works out.
I'm just using longsword because I failed.
Okay, first you're gonna try and jam this into his nose, is what you're saying. Make it his nose, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're gonna come up with a longsword attack, right?
Yep.
Okay. So make your attack roll for the longsword.
If you dig it too far, maybe it will hurt him.
Nat 20 plus 3.
Nice. So what we'll do. So you don't. Oh, I forgot that music was. I thought. Anyways, I thought that was like a. Oh,
Flushing toilet?
yeah, it was interesting. that it was a deep tone on the music.
Where's
Um,
Kevin Bacon? Stop.
So you go to jam this into his face. We're going to count it as an offhand attack, and it doesn't make. But what it does is it causes him to kind of forces him to kind of shift away. You kind of put him off his guard, and then, because you're using this weird, he's like, "What is that?" He doesn't know how to react to it, and then you come up with the real weapons, and it kind of gives you that extra. Yeah, it gives you that extra distraction in story, at least, to get the nat 20. So with a nat 20, you roll double damage dice and add your bonus.
Can I take my carrot back
Oh,
now?
and
No.
would an offhand attack mean that I can't do it in my longsword
love to-
two-handed?
Back on my screen.
You did say you had the carrot, so you kind of were doing it one-handed. Yeah.
Cool. So
Yeah.
2d8s.
Yes.
7 plus 8 plus 1.
Okay.
16.
That's 16. That's a solid hit. But that hurts. So so as you go, you jam your longsword into the kind of melted section where her axe just landed. It sinks deep into soft snow as you do 16 damage.
Once it's my turn, can I do an acrobatic thing as an attack?
Maybe. Let's
Like,
wait.
because my character's like
Let's,
bouncy.
We're almost to your turn, so but the frozen hand of Groomsh is almost up. Okay. So Liala, that was I think all the things you could do, right? Because you were using the carrot as like your bonus action.
Yes.
Okay. So it is now his turn to go again. At the top of his turn, He is in a cold environment, and he is going to. You see snow continuing to coalesce, and the snow pit that he had in his chest from her melting it away starts to fill back in. You can see these snowflakes flying back in
No.
as if he were healing a bit.
No!
That's not allowed.
He gains 3 hit points back,
Well, that
Oh,
was
whoa.
expected.
Only
but
3.
you can tell that it was helpful. Okay.
You're reminding me of how many times I lost against gym leader Byron.
What? Huh?
Sorry. You're
Who's
reminding me
Byron?
of how many times I lost against this Pokemon gym leader.
Oh, gym leader
Because he
Byron.
keeps killing himself.
Can I have a nerd?
You have your
You
own.
already
No.
are.
Um. Wow.
Okay,
I think
good.
we all are, and that's a good
Yes.
thing. It's nice. Anyway, you can be many things in life. With that, so he does that just because top of the round.
Oh, spell attack modifier +4. What does that mean?
That means anytime you attack with a spell that's an attack spell. We are going to. So he's going to, with a bonus action, use his. No, that's not going to be it. He's going to, with his bonus action, he's going to coalesce snow on the dagger to create a great axe, and he is going to swing through at you at first. I think you guys are kind of in order. So he goes for you first because you're the closest, I think, and then it's going to follow through to you because he's got that multi-attack going on.
Good thing my character ran. My character would be dead in seconds.
So his first attack is a 14 plus 6
Good thing they shot
against
your
you, Aioli. So does a 20 hit? Does that beat your armor class?
Wow.
I can't remember
I
if you
hate
have
this
shields.
guy.
What's your armor class?
Oh, that's fine.
You guys are traveling in the wilds. No, it was almost, but not quite.
Oh my gosh, I
So,
have the lowest armor
He is going to
class
do.
of everyone.
Okay, so make a Constitution saving
you
throw
do
to
it,
see if the because you're going to take a D12 for the great axe, and then some more possibly. So you take 7 total from the great axe as it slices into you, and you can feel the cold emanating from this ice
Oh, wait, I'm silly.
weapon. So make a Constitution saving throw.
What's that?
So you're going to take 7 damage, plus I need you to make a con save.
Is that just a D20?
D20 plus Constitution saving throw.
And the con is on the side?
It's the saving throw, so it's
5
the
minus
top
7 is
box
15, right?
right there where your pencil's pointing, and a little lower. Constitution there.
Oh, so it takes +1, so it's 18.
With an 18, that is high enough to beat his save. You only take 1 damage
Oh,
in cold.
not
So
7?
you take 8 total. 7 slashing plus 1 cold, as opposed to what he was supposed to D8 of cold, and possibly something else. Who knows?
Ah.
Alright.
Complex bad guys in the
It's
middle
the
of
carrot plague. He molds every carrot in sight, which is just 1, so we're okay.
Hey, I was gonna eat that.
but
Wanna get poison from eating
that
mold?
is his bonus action. His multi. Oh no, that's his first attack. So the second attack is against Riala's character, but that one is a nat 1.
Yay!
He's surprised that neither of you have succumbed to his cold
Subscribe to our
abilities
channel
the
yet.
last 2 times, and so as he strikes you, he's a little he's a little distracted.
By the carrot.
As the thing comes slicing into you. Okay, so it bounces off that bounces off your armor and does no damage. Actually, it just swings over your head is what it is. With that,
Do you want it?
that is actually his turn.
Can I do an acrobatic
Yes,
attack
alright.
now?
Is it your turn? It is Adela's turn. Yes. So what does your
So-
character do? You're in the back.
I was thinking, could I grab the carrot and leap backwards off the horse and do a backflip and like stab him at the top of his head?
So amazing.
You want to leap off the horse, do a backflip, and try and
Stab his head
and
with
use
the carrot.
okay, Make an acrobatics check.
19 plus 4.
Okay, so really good acrobatics. Are you sure you want to use the carrot for this? I'm just checking. You're grabbing the carrot? All right, you did say it. That's what you said.
So then I do
So,
this.
All right, that's
So
cool.
that
I
she
like
can
it.
get a bit higher.
Grabs
So,
the carrot, does the whole backflip.
so between your acrobatics skills and the fact that he's already fighting two other people, you are going to have advantage on the attack. So roll 2d20s and take the highest as you go to try and jam this carrot into his head.
Oh, 7
plus.
That's
Plus.
the highest of 2.
Yeah.
So
What
you got
was
a
the other
5
one?
and a 7.
Okay, so then 7 plus
Plus what?
your attack, your normal attack with your daggers.
Wait, but she had 2 reasons, so she should get 2 more rolls.
Plus
No,
4.
you
Plus
don't
4.
stack advantage. So that's an 11. Your acrobatics is amazing, but the carrot the carrot is not particularly strong. What you end up doing is he manages to duck, and the carrot strikes the back of his head, but his iced armor, you go to strike it, and you know it hit, but the iced armor on him that's like this coating now basically grates the carrot down to a stump, and you hit the ground. It kind of runs down his head and back, and you end up. So the carrot is now.
You got the
I forget,
Shrek
is this-
squirting
yeah.
under.
There we go, and you are now behind him.
Oh, the real thing's gone.
Can-
I was gonna.
Now can my character do the cunning action again?
I'm just angry with you now because you shredded my food.
To disengage?
That use
Again.
your movement, use your action. You can use your bonus action.
Good thing I have
You
another
being
one.
there does provide flanking, which would give advantage to your friends
Good thing I have another
if you stay close.
What do you mean?
Right now, he's having to think behind him and in front of him. So if you stay there and you don't disengage, they'll have advantage. But you'll also be within attack range if he decides to attack you instead of them.
But you have all your good points.
Another carrot.
And I'm a player.
I have. I don't know why it looks like a balloon.
Fine, my character stays there.
Okay, so push it back up close, where it was at, nice and close on the back side. Left with just the stump of the greens of a carrot. With that, I think that's all of your turn, unless you had a different bonus action. You can do an offhand attack, actually. Since you used a light weapon, a carrot would be considered a light weapon. So you can make another attack roll. It's just you don't get to add your proficiency, so it's not plus 2.
So
in
could
it.
I use my dagger?
You could use your dagger as your offhand. So roll a d20, and then add your normal bonus. Add,
Doesn't count.
yeah.
14.
Roll in the box. We're done. What's that?
3.
So yeah. You kind of are surprised by the carrot. It slips out of the dagger
3
is
plus 4.
slashes but doesn't quite hit.
Only a 7
Mhm.
doesn't hit.
Yeah, you're having a hard time with your dagger abilities here.
But 3 is the perfect number.
Isn't
For some
it
people.
surprise? Because
My character
She
hates
has
the
the
number
back
3
of
now.
him.
Oh, you would have advantage on this attack too. Never mind. Roll again. See, let's see.
thank you.
That was that.
Why
that
didn't
was
you roll in
with
the
draw.
box?
That was
It
with
counts
draw.
as a roll. You meant to roll. It rolled. What's that one?
It's an 8-ish.
Plus, yeah, that's still not enough.
Roll in the box.
Okay.
Roll in the box.
It fell before I actually got to roll it.
Nice.
This keeps happening.
All right. That's your movement. That's your action. That's your bonus action. We go on to Yoli, your character, or Mila. Just kidding. Mila's character, and then Yoli. So Mila, what is the horse doing now?
The horse is weeping over.
Oh, and you are up here too, because you had tried to like stab it with your horn. So you're in melee. Everybody is like circled around this thing now.
She's
Even
weeping
as
over
it towers
shredded
over.
carrot.
I'm gonna levitate my stem back from my
What are we doing?
friend.
Are you really? No, Mila.
No.
Actually, you're in
Do it
combat. You
later.
have an action, a bonus action, and movement. What are you gonna do?
Alright, I'm gonna try and use my great axe again.
Okay. Make your unicorn horn great axe attack.
Give me the box.
You get advantage
Oh, I
So-
do?
because because your friends are kind of surrounding him at this point.
I can't get higher than that.
Roll again just to see if you get 2. I mean, who doesn't want to say they got 2 nat 20s? Try again.
Yeah!
You got 2 nat 20s. All right.
Hey, as a
There's your double advantage.
bonus action, can I chant pop? So cool.
Yes. Talking is a free action. Okay. I need you to roll your damage. Double your damage
Actually, I
die.
got 25 because
I know.
Okay.
What's your normal damage on that?
It's 1d12 plus 3.
Roll 2d12s.
Yeah!
2d12s.
D12?
That's what her great axe
It's
is.
1d12.
You got a critical hit. And actually, well, no, you're not raging, so Barbarian, you don't get your special ability, do you? But either way, roll 2d12s. It's this one.
Plus
how do you-
3.
Okay, I see. Yeah, roll
my
2d12s. Something like that.
11. Okay, that's 12 plus 3, which
15.
is 15 damage.
Good job.
Yay!
I'm trying to see if you get
You got a nice strong weapon.
rage bonuses.
It's my horn.
Oh, you weren't
So-
raging. So yeah, you're a barbarian. You could have been raging, but you were not.
So
So you-
I fall over
You did
again
not.
now, hitting him.
Why do you fall over?
Because there's a big chunk of metal on top.
No,
of
no,
my
it's
head.
it's a
No, it has the same damage.
it's
as
part
what
of
you
the
used to have.
unique nature of who you are. So
Oh.
it has the same damage as a great axe, but it doesn't weigh like a great axe.
It's not like your character just became a Horus.
Yeah,
but
you know
she's not.
how to use your weapons. You know how to stay balanced, and as it strikes, you do how many damage was it? 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I really could go better on
Maybe if you rolled it in the box.
that. Is it dead
Alright.
now?
It is not dead,
No!
but as you slice at it, your horn kind of slices and it carves off like half of its snow torso, and that ice arm and shoulder and part of the chest and stomach fall and dissolve into snow and under the snow.
Now only has one hand.
Yes. And so yeah, it is. He is looking very wounded. He starts looking around. You all are much more powerful than I was expecting. I
We're
do
not
not
even
want
dead.
to be trapped again. And it is Yoli's.
She
focus.
does this with
Or
her
actually,
hooves.
did you have a bonus action?
I don't know, but she does this with her hooves in delight.
Very cool.
Yeah, classic.
Like
Violet
clapping.
And
thing.
did you want a bardic inspiration? Anybody? Barbaric inspiration.
I'm gonna barbaric Jill again.
Okay, you get another d6. You get to use the d6 again on it if you
And
attack.
now
or
I
any
get to
D20.
say.
I think you forgot who was
Wait,
your favorite.
why would I dislike her so much?
I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
she
no,
makes you.
no.
Maybe it's just you have to decide. That was just part of what we rolled. You can decide that this convinces you to like her more, or you could say she's trying to be too helpful, and that's annoying you because your character doesn't
No.
want that kind of help.
It's so nice.
I don't
She
know. There you
asked
go.
for recruits. She wants the help. She
I don't know.
paid her to do this for her.
Yes,
By the way,
but
which
again,
one?
I did say it was like you can decide whether it's like 2%
This
less. Or,
doesn't make
90%
sense though. My
less.
character's. Why won't my character hate her? Why does she hate
Well, I
me?
don't know why I wouldn't like her. Like,
I did
naturally.
say it doesn't have to be a hate.
we can switch.
It's just that they don't like them as
Under
much
the
as the
table.
other people.
So what are you doing on your turn? What's funny is like I'm not surprised. Never mind.
Well,
Go
just
ahead.
like naturally without rolling, I was like, I would not get along with her.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the
In
one
real
who
life,
went
we get
running
along a
towards
lot.
this knife thing in the first place that got us into this mess.
Tell it's always
Technically,
your
you helped, but because you sliced at
We
the
could tell
ice cube
people
thing.
about the snowman thing. We could get like hundreds of dollars from this dagger. Stop it!
Okay.
No, seriously. My goodness,
So
that's
this thing still needs to be beat.
It is not dead yet.
Half of it is gone.
Mama put the
What?
nerd back.
Um,
on the other one again.
So then I'm gonna try, just regular battle axe because I've used up my spells.
Alright, that's enough.
I may want my box back.
Dump it.
Everybody sees you. All right.
Okay. Oh, I was like, that's not my D20.
And that whole world just like him.
17.
17 is enough to.
Oh, plus this.
If you want, 17 is enough. But you can you can save that for another D20 if you want. 17 is enough to hit, so you can
Okay.
save that. You don't have to use it on the attack.
Okay.
Okay, so your attack's there, and you're using your
Battle axe.
Okay, so roll your battle axe damage.
This one, right?
It's a D8. Okay.
5 plus 2. 7.
Nice. So yeah. So as you
If I use 2 hands, it does more damage.
okay, you have 2 hands if you want to say that's what you did.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So go ahead and roll
What
it.
if
We'll
she
take whichever
did
one's
with one
more.
hand
It's
and
fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, D10.
She like began
So
with
you-
one hand
top.
and then grabbed with 2 hands and then.
This one?
That works. It's got a 0 on it, but it's the one next to it that has
This
the
one?
yeah. All right.
7 plus 2.
So-
9.
Okay. What does this blow look like because this is going to be all the hit points he has now.
All right. I ask for a lift from. Are you Echo?
Yeah.
Echo. Like a kind of like a, I don't know if you agree to this. Like me down lit like as I
Give me a boost.
Yes.
My character
So that I can go in the air, twirl and
You good with
on
that?
it on its head.
Okay.
Because my character gets credit for winning.
All right. And you bring your great axe, battle axe down on the creature's, smashing through the creature's iced armor on its and bursting the snow, the softer snow inside of his ice shelled helm apart, and he is now a one-armed, headless snow warrior. As you do that, you take away his snow vocal cords in doing this, but you all do hear it not again.
Not again.
And
Yeah,
you hear
give
this
us something
vacuuming
nice.
sound as the snow softens and the dagger falls and sticks into the ground,
Yes, my character grabs it.
and the snow flurries away like Olaf.
Oh,
In
would
the
you
saddest
look at
part of
that?
those two
We
in
did
those
it.
movies.
I won, and we got the dagger, and we get billions of dollars from this. At least 100.
Roll my eyes, of course. She would take all the credit.
Yeah.
But you're remembering we're all gonna get a fair share of this, right?
It wasn't your guys' idea, but okay, since you technically helped, I guess you could get a bit of the fair share. You still need to pay me for all this, you know.
You're my mercenary. Oh wait, I forgot my voice now.
Ah!
Yeah.
You're my mercenary. What are you talking about? Me just asking for a fair share is fair.
Might
I still need to get paid though.
Might I remind you, you broke my cabin.
She
Yeah,
says
yeah,
in
you're
disdain, looking at the shreds on the floor.
all a silly voice. Have I heard it yet?
It's
It
just
was the
monotone.
it was
Oh,
the
that's right. That's
monotone.
right. That's right.
It was the nonplussed blase.
So, what would your monotone, excited that this thing died, sound like?
Woohoo, we did it.
Nice. Very cool.
Oh, here. Well, no, I didn't use it. And if you need this, I don't know. So what
We
are we doing?
need to find
You're
some
still
trading
inspired.
area where we can sell
I know.
this.
I don't
So
know if you'll need this back. But.
and so with that, you all can keep heading. I'm assuming someone picked up the. So would you guys? Okay, so with that, we can say like you guys defeated that guy. Like that's a one shot. You're done.
Well, my character survived on yourself with this.
So
Continue, that
we're
way.
gonna end with the dagger. With you picking up the dagger.
No, my character's
No. I just said we need to get a fair share.
Okay.
She was all being sassy, like, excuse me, I hired
Sassy
you.
like
As you all begin to go about your business,
Sassy like
Della's characters.
Sassy like
So I'll put a note
Sassy like
that
Della, Della, Della. All right.
I don't know if
Are we
that-
calling that good?
What was it?
I'm
Yeah,
so
so was this like a snow what?
That was a. Oh, you mean the dagger
No,
or
what's the thing called?
the thing? It was the frozen hand of Groomsh.
Frozen.
I got the fire, can't cool it off me.
Do we know who this
And I'm gonna keep it in the snow like it's
Technically, he didn't actually say that. I just said I put it on there
Who did he
for
say was
context.
master, right? And I'm like,
Yes.
Okay.
That's true. So,
I'm gonna say Echo, Will, Cash, and Jeweled,
And
Dagger,
Monstrosity.
and
split
and
snowman.
the
We got so many fairies.
Rocket. Equally Among Us.
Dagger.
All right.
Snowman.
So with that,
Thank you, Brady.
you can continue traveling through the snowy plateau of the endless ice sea.
Did you give me bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note that I can still use it next time, right?
Yeah, for